Anybody here? What's going on, guys? It's James of ProjectRE. We're here with Tyler Sager on his third close flip.
That's right. Closing in a week or so.
And you're making some money.
I'm making some money.
What are you making on this deal?
About 60 grand.
60K. And how fast do you turn it?
2 months, and I didn't use any money out of my own pocket.
So didn't use any of his own money, and he's making 60K in 60 days, $1,000 a day. That's not a bad gig. And it's also a great return. So what'd you pay for the property? How much did you rehab it for? What'd you sell it for? And then how did you get it?
Yeah, so I got it from a wholesaler who I actually met in ProjectRE. I paid $560 for it. My rehab was kind of high. I paid $170 for it, had to do a new roof. But I'm pending right now at $920, so it ended up working out okay. Yeah,
made some money. And as flippers, guys, every project's different. They have different headaches, they have different issues, and we learn a lesson. I've been flipping now for almost 20 years, and I can tell you I learn lessons on every house. And so what we're doing now with Tyler on his third project, because Tyler's been scaling up. He went from flipping condos to houses. Now he's doing a massive renovation in Seattle. You learn lessons, and we're gonna go through his house and point out some things we would have done differently for the next time, because the more you can perfect your system, the more profit you could make. Who knows, he could have maybe sold this for $950. So you never know. So we're gonna go through, revise it, come up with a new game plan for the next house, and then he probably is gonna make even more money than $60,000. So let's go take a look at it.
Let's check it out.
Yep. All right, Tyler, it looks awesome in here. So walk us through what you did to this project, because I know it was in really bad shape when you got it. What is your general scope of work that you did inside this house?
Yeah, so bought this from a landlord, and the house was in pretty rough shape. Hadn't been touched in years. So it was a full cosmetic rehab. Had to do a roof, put in some new recessed lighting. But the big thing is we took out the 5th bedroom and added back a garage. That was the big change.
Okay, you put the garage back in.
Yeah, when looking at the comps, you could see that everything was a 3 or 4 bed house with a garage. And the 5th bedroom, you had to walk through the laundry. The flow didn't really make sense, so we decided to take it out and turn it back into a garage.
Okay, so that was some of the major value add. And then did you add anything else to the house to increase the value?
Yeah, we actually converted the master bathroom from just a powder room into a full bath with a shower. So that was really important to hit value as well.
Okay, so big things that happened in this project is you did a full cosmetic update, including the roof, adding a primary bath, which is a huge value increase when you do any sort of renovation. And then also putting the parking in the garage back in, which can also get you a big premium. And so you revisit your comps when you looked at the deal, you came up with your plan, and then you hired a contractor to put this all together.
That's right.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna walk through it right now. So what we're doing in this video is we're looking for contractor mistakes and what we can do to refine things, because he came up with the right plan, it's sold, he came up with the right value, but then we wanna start looking into how do we perfect this value. And so as you kind of come through here, I'm looking, the house looks good, right? You added in recessed lighting, it glows up right, you added some feature to your fireplace, besides little detail work that we're gonna point out right now that I can see right here out of the corner of my eye. The overall flow feels pretty good. You see your kitchen through your main door. What did you do in this space right here? Because what I'm seeing here, you know, as renovators, optimizing, perfecting space, maximizing the square footage is huge for us. The more we can make the house livable, the more we'll get paid. And here we got a pretty big hallway going on.
Yeah, we were trying to keep the scope of work to a cosmetic rehab, so we didn't really move many walls around. I think I could have moved these walls. There's a lot of wasted space. The laundry room's a little too big. So this could have been reworked. I think we've got some dead space here.
Okay, so we got some dead space here, and if I'm looking at it, yeah, it's like, because you can add some flavor into the walkthrough, right? When people come through their mudroom, adding cabinets through here, getting it more ambiance. Or let's look at the other spaces, because you do have some big spaces in this house. We got a laundry room that's bigger than this laundry room is bigger than our $5 million house that we're selling laundry room right now.
It's a little oversized.
So this was the laundry before, and then this was the bedroom back here.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. This was a bedroom. We reconverted it into a garage, but we made a mistake. We made it a little bit too small. It's only 15 feet. It should be a minimum of 18 feet, but the work's done. It is what it is.
This house is built for small cars. Small cars.
So green.
So good plan, just doesn't quite function right, which are those things that you want to think about as renovators, right? We have this small garage, big laundry. So we know that we can cheat through and move spaces around. So as renovators, we want to go, where can we gain the space? Where can we move it? How do we perfect it? So let's look at the other side of this wall, because I want to check out your kitchen that turned out awesome. And as you kind of come through, we have a lot of extra room in here. We already have a formal living. We got a family room, which is great. Then we have kind of an eating nook area. And so for me as a renovator, how to get the highest price out of a house is you want to maximize the square footage. So if we could have got a full garage in, it would have been attractive to all the buyers in the area. Because the problem when you have a house that has like a deficiency, it can throw a big percentage of the buyers out of the window. Whether it's parking, it could be a primary bath, it could be lack of yard. Those things add up and it shrinks your buyer pool.
Yeah, definitely. The garage is too small. That was a mistake. And right here, we definitely have the room. We could have added a powder room. We could have put a laundry room here and gotten that full garage. Looking back, hindsight's 2020.
Yep.
That's what I would have done, but it is what it is, and we're still making money.
And that's the beautiful thing. You can still make money and learn. And with every project, and again, I've done a lot of houses, I learn lessons all the time. Just every time you're like, I would have done this different. And then you put it into your plan for the next house, and then you just make more money on the next one. Yeah. So that's the good thing. So as we kind of go through, tell us what you did here. Kitchen feels really good. You got a long linear kitchen. Yeah. This is a very entertaining house. People can hang out, they can eat. Really good sized kitchen.
Yeah, so one thing, start right here, we actually cut in this slider. This used to be a single door. It was really dark in here, and so we opened this up with a nice 72-inch slider, and it brought all this natural light. Makes it feel really good in here. Other than that, this was pretty much a like-for-like change. Put a big 90-inch island in here, and yeah, just full cosmetic redo on this kitchen. I think it turned out great.
Yeah, and one thing I'm looking at in this floor plan here is, depending on the comparables, and obviously you sold it the right way, is we have all this space that's coming down, and we could have almost brought the kitchen down a little bit, got your eating nook here, reclaim this space for a whole nother bedroom here.
Yeah.
And then you would have had an office bedroom, and then you could have tucked your washer dryer over here, and but it all kind of depends on the area and the location, but that would have been definitely a secondary option to put in here, because you would have had still a good sized kitchen. It's basically sacrificing a pantry for a bedroom.
Yeah.
And
it should be an easy decision.
But for certain buyers, they want that big open space. They don't need as many rooms. And so, you know, the only reason I would look at that is we're going to check out some of your bedrooms, is one of the bedroom sizes is pretty small.
Yeah, the bedrooms are small. So for me, I was thinking having two different living areas could be kind of nice. Because the bedrooms are a little small, maybe too small to hang out in. So that's where my head was at.
Yeah, and it feels really good. You got a lot of natural light coming through here. Goes out to a fully renovated yard. You know, one thing that Tyler does well on all his flips is their landscaping isn't cheap. They put in new sod, they put in new beds. It feels really good, and that's a huge mistake flippers make, is they kind of throw they spend all this money in the house, and they just throw bark and weed it, and they're like, and then you have this yard that's not presentable. But when you come in, you got a fresh driveway, you got fresh beds, that makes a huge difference.
It's so important. This was a whole mud pit before. I actually spent a few thousand to re-landscape the whole front and back, and you can't rely on the buyer having a vision. You just have to show them. You have to do a complete job, and I think it really helped to sell the house.
Yeah, and let's check out the rest of the house. But the thing I love about the landscaping, you have so much greenery and freshness coming into your, it's like people think landscaping is just outside, but by just being in the house with all these windows, you get to see, you know, yard, bush, it's just, you feel the outside, so it feels airy. The only thing I would have done a little different is paint the fence.
Yeah,
because
the fence is old.
It just freshens it up. What's our bed bath count coming through this section of the house?
So we've got a 4-bed, 2-bath in this house.
We got squatters.
One of the bedrooms is a little bit small. It's more like an office, but it's got a closet. It's a bedroom.
It works. Nursery. It's a nursery. So Tyler, the bathroom turned out awesome, but I know every time I revisit my finish, would you have done anything different in this project?
The one thing I would have done, I would have changed this countertop to just simple white. I think with the tile and the countertop, it looks a little funny, but it's okay. Lessons learned.
Hey, that's not so bad if you're only picking one thing. Not so bad. So to fully turn this bathroom, right? You went through ProjectRE, you learned kind of about pricing. Looks like you did everything. You plumbed it. You put all new finishes in. What did this cost just to renovate this bathroom?
For this single bathroom, costs about $6,500. New flooring, new doors, new lighting, new plumbing, tile, the whole nine. So yeah, $6,500 for this one.
$6,500. So huge value gives back once you renovate these baths. Kitchens, bathrooms, living spaces. That's what people see. That's where you get the money out of it. So as we come down, we got another 2 bedrooms over here. And then we have the primary, which was not a primary before.
That's right.
It was just a bedroom. So tell us a little bit about why you installed this bathroom. Like, do you install bathrooms in every property, or?
It all has to do with the comps. If you look at the comps, which I did on this one, you saw that you got about 10% more value out of the sale if you had a primary en suite. So I knew to get the number that I wanted, I had to add this bathroom.
Okay, so 10%, and he sold it for $925,000. That's $90,000 increase for adding a bathroom. So you put a bathroom in here. To add the bathroom, it costs a little bit more. Like, it's usually a couple $1,000s more. So what I'm guessing is probably $10,000 roughly to add this in?
About that, yeah. A little bit of framing, more plumbing work.
Yeah, because you have to create the space rather than update the space.
That's right. That's right. We reclaimed a closet and whatnot. So yeah, it's a little more expensive than the other bathroom, but 90 grand makes sense.
Yeah, that's a 9x on your return. So let's take a look at this bathroom here. I know we talked about this bathroom a little bit. You like how it finished out. So Tyler, when we were looking at this bathroom, I know you're really happy with how it turned out, which I think you did kill the design, by the way. What I like about this bathroom, I'm going to just highlight it real quick. He's got penny tile coming through. It's going into his mud pan. He then two-toned his tile backsplash, so his feature wall is an accent. And then he highlighted the fixtures with different tones going on. He's got black, gold, and it's a very cohesive design. So good job on this design. I think it looks great. What would you have done differently, or could you think you could have done differently? Because it is a little tight in here.
Yeah, it's a little small. We didn't have a lot of space to work with, and we actually deleted a coat closet to get this bathroom, but it's still not a full-size bathroom. So the one big mistake, we left the vent where it was originally. Now it's kind of in the middle, right in front of the vanity. It's a little funky. Lessons learned. I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Yeah, it's the domino effect. Mm-hmm. When you take a space or you change a space, there's all these little things that have to do that trigger on. And that's like, oh, I got to move my heat vent over. Just little details. Yeah, because you don't have the space to really cheat in. The only other option for this house would have been to turn that office into a huge primary where you could have had like a walk-in closet, California closet coming into a big bathroom, and then to pick up the 4th bedroom, you would have stuck it on that other side of the house at that point.
Yeah, could have done that, but we were trying to turn this one quick, so we didn't want to do a whole lot of framing, so we went with the quick option.
Yeah, and that's the strategy. Tyler wants to get in and out. He gets to turn the money fast, and then you buy the next deal. And so those are things that you want to always look at as investors. What's the highest and best use? What is going to get you the most amount of profit in the least amount of time? And sometimes selling it for more doesn't mean you're actually making more on a return basis, because that could have cost him 3 to 4 months to start reframing things, different types of permitting. It takes longer, and so he chose the simple floor plan to get it done quickly. And that's a huge thing that investors always should be thinking about. Sometimes you don't need to mess with the whole house. You just need to make it presentable and target a certain buyer.
Yeah, I mean, my holding cost was almost $7,000 for this project. So every month that I kept doing construction and I wasn't on market was gonna eat into my margin. So we wanted to turn it quick.
Yeah, there's a cost to your money. Well, congratulations, Tyler. What a rip deal. So to recap this, Tyler sourced this deal from a ProjectRE wholesaler, bought it, renovated the whole thing with no money out of his own pocket.
None.
Raised the capital and then made $60,000 in 6 days. So he found the deal through ProjectRE. He learned how to raise money through ProjectRE, designed it with ProjectRE essentially.
Yep.
And then he sold it. He's making $60,000 in 60 days. So I know you keep refining your flip business. It's getting bigger and bigger. What is next on your next project, or what is next for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so I'm trying to keep my investors happy. I've got lots of capital that I need to deploy right now. So right now I'm working on having one big project, full gut, and then 2 quick cosmetic deals. So looking for deals right now, trying to keep my investors happy.
All right, guys, Tyler's looking for deals. Sell him some deals. Well, congratulations, Tyler. We are looking forward to 2024. I know you're going to keep growing.
Absolutely.
The biggest thing that I want everybody to take away from today is plans can change because real estate changes. And really the whole goal out of this is just to give back to the community and educate, right? Because what we're trying to do here as investors, we're all trying to figure out how to revenue properties, right? Whether it's a fix and flip, ADU, development, and there's so much learning curve. So there's a project flip where it's 8 weeks where we teach you every little basic step of flipping. You get the contracts, the forms, then we have private money for those who want to lend out their own money, secure their money, make revenue, teaches you how to lend out your own money. Now we're teaching wholesaling right now. It's an 8-week course on how to get direct to seller, how to collect assignment fees. You hear a lot that you can't find a deal. You can't find a deal. There's plenty of deals out there. It's about how you execute on them and what plan that you're going to put on these properties.